Yes. All right. Welcome, everybody. I am so excited right now to be with my friend and colleague, Dr. Eileen Karpfinger. Um, yes. So today we're going to be talking about passive income strategies, and especially for health and wellness practitioners, and why this is so important for us as we proceed in our careers. And so for those of you who don't know me, I live on the Big Island of Hawaii. I'm a mom and I am a massage therapist for 15 years and love my work. I've been in the holistic health field for a very long time. And so we're here with Eileen. You have so many good things to say. Eileen, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background as a wellness practitioner, and how you got to where you are today.
Hey, thanks, Brenna, for having me on. I am a chiropractor with my husband, so we have a business together, a family practice, and we've been in business for over 18 years here in Oakland, California. And on this beautiful sunny day, it's gorgeous out, and we've been in practice. We have 4 kids, and we live in the Bay Area where it's pretty pricey, and we've been a successful practice for the whole time. But it seems like a couple of years ago, 2.5 years ago, my husband's like, I'm glad you found this company because you were starting to feel a little stressed out because he doesn't worry about anything. But I was like, what's the exit strategy? How do we stop seeing patients and still have a retirement someday? Like, how are we going to be able to do that? And so I was trying to figure out different elaborate strategies of how we were going to sell our house and move to a cheap part of the world because we can spend our money doing it that way. But I found this company, and thank goodness that I've been able to do this, because 2.5 years ago, I joined a company that you're in, Brenna. It's called Prime My Body. And we're selling hemp, broad spectrum hemp CBD oil. And in this process, I've been able to create a passive income. And I didn't even know what a passive income really was until I was receiving it. And so that's the perspective that I want to give everybody listening today, is the difference between me pre-Prime My Body and pre-passive income, and where I am now with this wonderful passive income.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. So what is passive income?
So passive income, let's talk about residual income for a second. So
sure.
If you had an investment in the bank and you wanted to be receiving money from that investment on a regular basis, which a lot of people have. So if you have a trust fund, some real money that's sitting there from your parents or grandparents, or hopefully just was sitting there, and you wanted $1,000 to come to you every month from that for the rest of your life, your investment would have to be $400,000 in the bank, earning at 3% to receive $1,000 a month of income. Now, one thing about us as practitioners, unless you've got a sugar daddy or a parent or somebody that's taking care of things, most of us don't have close to $500,000 sitting in the bank. And also, what is $1,000 in the end of passive income? You can't live off of that. So you're still going to be working, but it's a nice cushion, right? So to give us perspective, that's a residual income. And when you look at passive income is income that you're earning without having to work for it. So you might put some sweat equity or some money invested into something first, and then that gets to just start paying you on a regular basis. My mom got a CD, I think it's a CD for me, from a storage company when I was a little kid, and I still get checks for $49 every month and a half or so from that income. And I wish it would have kept rolling into itself, but it didn't. So I just kept that money. She was happy for me to have it. So that's my $49 of passive income that I'm getting from the stock that my mom bought.
Every little bit helps, right?
Yeah. But let's talk about passive income in regard to what are ways that we as practitioners can have passive income. One way to have your own building, right? And that's an investment that somebody might be earning rent from that building. You could also maybe have a lease and just rent out some of the space to another practitioner, and then you're earning from that, and that's taking some money away from you without the time for money issue, which we have as practitioners, right? So as practitioners, we're kind of stuck with, unless we're actually hands-on people, or animals, we are not earning. And
right.
It's just such a ball and chain. We've got a very busy practice. We have 5 employees, 2 massage therapists there, a $5,000 overhead. And you'd think that would mean little by little, we're going to start being able to be more successful and be able to step away. But in reality, it means 5 employees that you have to now make sure are doing their job. So you can step away for maybe 5 days before it starts falling apart, right? So we've had this ball and chain situation for a while with our, the sun's coming over me.
You still look beautiful.
Before this situation that we have now. And so what I have now is a network marketing company that we're with that is able to, we're earning, so let me back up a little bit. As a practitioner, you can sell supplements or products in your office or your practice. That's not passive income. That's still you working, because you have to hand it over to someone. You have to store it too. And then when you give it to them, it's a dead end right there, right? They have to come back and take some more from you before you earn again. The thing that I like about what we're doing with this network marketing company is that I sell products in my office and I earn from that just like a regular practitioner. And then on top of that, I'm introducing this to other practitioners that are my colleagues, even just people that are strangers that are colleagues. Like if I go to a conference and I meet someone and they're interested in this, now they can be selling it at their office or signing up other practitioners or influential people too. And I'm earning off of that. The difference that I'm seeing all of a sudden, I guess it was 6 months into when I joined this company, all of a sudden my husband and I were like, wow, this is pretty cool. We're earning money overnight. This is totally different than our whole experience of being professionals our whole life, where you only earn when you did work, right? I was getting money. You know, it's amazing.
It's a game changer. It really is, to be able to wake up to actually making money overnight. And it's incredible. Really, I know from myself, I've been in that same situation. Well, not even like you have a lot of overhead and, practitioners that work with you, and I'm a sole practitioner. So if anything ever happens to me, or, if I hurt my hand or I get injured or my kid is sick or anything, life throws us curveballs all the time. Right. And so it used to stress me out so bad if I couldn't get into my office and work, or if I had to cancel clients at the last minute, or, just the stress of that as a sole practitioner.
If your little girl was sick and you had to stay home for 1 day.
Yeah. And that happens as a mom. And so to be able to have something set up that we do put work into it. It's not like you just skate around and it just happens over with night, but like you said, a passive income opportunity actually is something that you create for yourself. You decide that you want it, you put the work into it. You might put a lot of work into it in the beginning, and then you watch it grow.
Right.
Yeah, which has been fantastic.
So when you, what else do we want to tell people here? I think the reality is my experience of affiliate marketing or network marketing before I was in this opportunity was that, wait, as a practitioner, I can earn 100% markup on these vitamins, while a regular person that's not a practitioner that had, this training I've had doesn't get to have that opportunity. So it sets me apart to be able to buy directly from a company. And I get 100% markup on products because of that. Well, so that kept me away from something like this for a long time, because you don't earn as much per product. So the
Right.
market is only about 20 or 25% in our case for that one person. But if you picture what you've got of the people that are now selling for you, my reach, when my doors are closed, because of what I've done in business, I have over 34,000 people that can buy from my store at this point. You tell me how many people came into my office. If I even, I mean, we have a big office, so I've had 100 people come through in a day.
Yeah,
But it's just
right.
never looked like this reach, right? So look at how many people I'm helping indirectly, and look at how many people, I mean, like how much more income I can earn, even though it's not as much per unit. I can earn more because it's spreading out throughout all the people that I now have introduced. They've introduced to somebody else. They've introduced to somebody else, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I know we're focusing this conversation a lot on money, which is great because we do need to embrace the financial aspect of life. And I think that might be a little bit of a weak point for a lot of people who are in the healing arts. You know, we might have a little bit of a hang up about making money or, you know, this and that. So it was good to hear about, you know, your perspective of network marketing before you joined this business. And, you know, for me too, I guess it was just that I had never found a product that really lit me up. Yeah. So do you want to tell us why you said yes to Prime My Body in particular? That what excited you about this? What did you feel like it was really in alignment with your work and, you know, what you do for people in the world?
Yeah. You know what happened was about 2 weeks before I found this opportunity, there was a lot on the news in California about cannabis legalization because we were about to vote on it. And this is in 2016. We were about to vote on hemp in California, not hemp, legalizing cannabis for recreational in California. And my husband said to me, he's like, you know, chiropractors really should be at the forefront of the wellness aspect of cannabis because it's not a medication. It's something that should be part of wellness. And I just kind of let that sink in a little bit and didn't do anything. And then a week later, a colleague of mine, Scott, put a Facebook post up saying, hey, I think I'm getting into CBD. And I was like, all right, tell me about this. And then he mentioned that it was network marketing. And I was like, no, never mind. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Who knows where that's
I had the same reaction. I was like, I don't know, not for me.
And funny enough, he put me on the phone with Austin, who's the co-founder of the company. And Austin was like, you know, it's not for everyone. And then I was like, oh, he's not trying to throw this at me, you know, like car salesman-y. So it gave me an opportunity to be like, you know, it's $39 to join the company. Let's just see what happens. And so then we got our oil and we were helping a lot of people with it. I mean, as practitioners, this marries so well to our holistic healthcare. And I was still thinking, okay, well, let's see how long this lasts because the company is only one company out of now millions that are selling products, right? And over the years, you guys, this product, this company has kept us at the leading edge of what this industry is doing. We now have a CBD, broad spectrum CBD with a very high amount of CBG. And most people here don't even know what CBG is yet because it's that new in its in research. And we have CBG in our product, and I can tell you our patients love it. Our my family and friends are doing well with it. It helps me. I took some before getting on this call to make sure I wasn't stressed out. You know, it's something that's really helpful while being so perfectly in alignment with me. I wouldn't sell it if it wasn't, right? If it wasn't a solid product. And, you know, because of that, it's been an easy fit for me to continue being able to be part of this. And really, it just keeps growing. We just opened it in Japan. We're about to open in Mexico. So there's this huge opportunity to even have it grow more and more and more.
Right. Really huge opportunity. I mean, I think that the hemp business in and of itself is expected to grow to what, 22 billion
Like
by
2020
2020. Yeah.
says Yahoo Analytics and Forbes and everybody. So
yeah. And the reason for that is because it helps so many people, and it's helping the body on such a fundamental level. And what I love about our company is it's always been just a little bit ahead of the curve, or a lot ahead of the curve, when everybody has been selling CBD oil, where we were selling a highly, highly bioavailable CBD, where, people were getting results within like 5 minutes. And I think that's what started to inspire me. That's what inspired me, because I was absolutely not going to do the business. And then I started giving it to my clients, and I started taking it. Mm-hmm. And I absolutely loved it. Before that, I actually, having been in the cannabis industry as well for a very long time, I actually wasn't even sure if hemp CBD did anything. And then I started taking this oil, and it was incredible. And watching my clients just, experiencing so much more comfort in their bodies and being able to do things they weren't able to do before. And it's because of the way it's formulated. It's so different from anything else that's on the market. And I just had this great conversation with a friend who visited the island not too long ago. And she and I are from the same area in Humboldt. And, I would say that we're both health practitioners. She just graduated from acupuncture school, and we both have a very high standard when it comes to supplements and when it comes to anything cannabis related. And we know a lot of people who are in this industry. And she was saying, Brenna, I have to say, and I giggle about it, because she had been buying oil from me for a couple years now. And she was like, I know at least 20 people who have their own CBD companies. And she's like, Prime My Body is the best.
Yeah.
And she was always too busy to do the business. So she's a customer, which is great. Like, people can really, interact with our company at whatever level they're really interested in. It's just that I just feel the opportunity to grow this passive income, to grow an income that's outside of that trading dollars for hours has changed my life so much that I just feel it's, it's something that I want to share with people from the bottom of my heart. Yeah.
I'm in complete agreement. Yep. And, one more perspective, or, one more thing, that the thing that got me in, that it cost $39 to get my website to get going in this company.
Right.
Was so much easier for me to buy into than, your friends got people that are in the industry. They've put tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars into getting into this industry. And we don't have to. We can, you can try it out. Dip your toe in the water with this company, where you're in a high performing broad spectrum hemp company and able to share it. And if for some reason, some miraculous thing happens where we get drowned out, well, that was a good run, right? It's okay if that happens. I don't think that's going to be the case, because our companies,
we're not Yeah, exactly. We're not losing, the life savings, which for the average American isn't very much anyways. So I think we were talking about that earlier. I mean, it's not funny. It's actually, it's very concerning, where the average American is standing financially. And so it is really important that, we look at this piece in our life, and the connection between the health and the wealth. I love it. I've just
wonderful having this conversation. Is there anything else you wanted to cover?
No, this was great. This is great. Thank you so much.
Good. At the bottom of my page, I'll have a link to my website, and I'm sure on Brenna, she'll have hers. And if you're seeing this as a video outside of this, a lot of our people are going to be sharing this. Just go back to them and take a look at their website for them, and give it a shot for yourselves. We look forward to talking with you. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to find me directly on Facebook. I'm the only Eileen Karpfinger in the world. You can find me easily. I'm sure Brenna Moore is the only Brenna Moore in the whole world. So you can probably find me too, right?
No. No, I'm not the only one, but
Really?
yeah.
I thought that was
If you're seeing this video, you'll find me if we're meant to connect.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much, Eileen. It was great to talk to you. Have a beautiful day.
Bye.
Bye.